Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon, and welcome to Folk and Fun. This is our Monday broadcast where we combine all the lovely tunes of Folk Monday with all the silliness of Fun Friday to create something that is particularly special. And I have really pushed the boat out today, everyone. I've had a lot of fun creating this. I'm hoping you'll have as much fun as I did. As the great Rowan Atkinson once said in one of his sketches, if you have half as much fun enjoying today's broadcast, then I've had twice as much fun as all of you. Now, it's great to see so many of you. I want to start today, though, all silliness aside, by just wishing dear Chris all the very best. We put our arms around you, Chris, and we send you all our love. Each day is going to be really challenging, and we are thinking of you. Everyone in the community is sending all their love. And we're also thinking at the moment, everyone, of the terrible situation in Turkey with the earthquake that has just happened. And we will hear more about this in the coming days, weeks and months, I'm sure. But again, sending all our love to everyone over there, and we'll have to see what we can do to help everyone. In the meantime, I think we should sing. So if you just bear with me a few moments while I run through the sound checks, and sending all the very best to everyone at the moment. So let me just check. That sounds all right. Check the old cantalele. Is it in tune? Hey, how about that? It's only taken 2 years, Susanna. I think we'll get away with that. As they say, and it will trigger anyone who works in government, close enough for government work. I know, it's not a real thing. Okay, let me just check the buttons here. We should have this. Good, that's fine. There we go. Good. Okay, so those are all working. If I press this button, can we hear this track? Okay, that's the new Un Poquito Cantas backing track. Yes, Un Poquito Cantas. That's thanks to soundraw.io, the AI. And I fed the key into it. I told it what to do, and it's come up with a track which I think we're going to be able to make work and fit around Un Poquito Cantas. So we're going to have a sort of Latin pop version of Un Poquito. Where else would you find something as completely mad as that? Just here. So, how's everyone doing? Good. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for letting me know you can hear it all. That's a thank you. Bless you, everyone. Well, let me welcome everyone to a particularly silly session of Homechoir. Honestly, this... The Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the style of different composers, it's kind of opened a door in my brain which has been closed for some years. I shall explain more as we go, but this is... I'm feeling very inspired by having done this. And there will be more pastiche sessions going along. If you don't know what pastiche means, I shall explain all shortly. But suffice it to say, a lot of fun was had in the creation of today's broadcast. I want to welcome everyone who's joined us in the last few weeks, has come and subscribed to Homechoir. Thank you so much to all of you. And those of you watching later on, catching up with Homechoir when you can. In particular to Fiona today. Hi, Fiona, who left us a lovely message. Couldn't be here live, but hello to all of you. And thank you for being here. I want to say hello to everyone who's here live, but not in the live chat. Hello to everyone in California. Now, I am immensely embarrassed. If this is true, I'm immensely embarrassed by this. I do have a good reason. I have had a message through an anonymous source that tells me I've been getting a certain lady's name in California wrong for about 3 years. And if that's the case, Helene, I'm so sorry if I've been saying it wrong. I mean, I'm turning the colour of my cantalè as I say this. My excuse is that the only other person who spells their name like that I've ever encountered is in La Belle Hélène, which is where my mind went. But if that's wrong, I'm so sorry, Helene and Bill. If I'm saying Bill right, and Val in California, just mea culpa and welcome. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello to Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie and Maureen. I hope I'm saying all these names right as well. And to Charlotte and to Nikki and Anne and Linda. Hello to Val. Hello to Katie and Thorbury. Hello to all of you. So we are really so looking forward to this today. Let me welcome everyone who's here live in the chat. Let's see who is here. Kit Kat is shouting at me. It must be a Monday. Who is here? Let's see. So, hello. Gosh, what a fabulous turnout today. Hello, Alison. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Carol. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Christine. Hello, Christine. Hello, Colette. Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Emma. Hello, Jill. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Gina, watching later on. Hello to... Oh, someone's just popped up. Who's that? Oh, Dorothy, I think I said hello to Dorothy. Hello, Irina. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jane. Hello, Janet. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jill. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kit Kat. Hello, Linda. Hello, Marie. Hello, Mike. I'm glad there's at least one other chat watching at the moment. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Rona. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Susanna. Hello, Valda. A very good afternoon to you. Hi, Gloria. Splendid to see you. Hope you're all having a great day. Alison has a friend called Karen, which calls herself Karen. Oh, that's an interesting one. I mean, goodness me, I don't know how people would have said these names. I mean, I've been called all sorts of things. You'd think that Ben was an easy name, but it's really not. And a dear, dear, dear friend of mine, with whom I used to run a choir years ago, from Northern Ireland, used to call me Bean. Bean, with 2 syllables. Beeyen. Bean. I mean, it's all just relative, isn't it? But I am sorry, Helene, if I've been saying that wrong now for 3 years. Just, I hope you can forgive me. Well, okay, well, we are ready to start, and I hope you are looking forward to a fun session today. You'll need a drink, as always. All the words will be on screen. And, yeah, just to warn you, it's a few dad jokes dropped in. I mean, it's a folk and fun session. Couldn't resist it, so just consider yourself warned. We're going to get started, so if I give you a chord, what should we have today? Oh, the agony of choice. Let's have the B-flat major. So you can sing a B-flat, a D, an F, or a B-flat, or any other note that will fit with those notes there to form the lovely chord of Homechoir. And let's sing together and start the show. Here we go, and Homechoir. Fabulous, and a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to another week on Homechoir, and today, well, it's our folk and fun session where we combine some of the best melodies in the world with some of the most silly things that my daft brain can dream up. And today, well, I think I've outdone myself, but you wait and see what you think. We'll start in a minute with a new version of Un Poquito Cantas with a backing track created by an AI. And as many of you have said in passing, it's good that some intelligence is finally going into the creation of these musical tracks, artificial or not. So we're going to have a go and see see how the computer has done, see if it's better than me. Spoiler alert, it is. Lavender's Blue will follow, then we'll sing Simple Gift. So 2 lovely, simple little folk songs. And I shall be playing along with my lovely cantilé here for Lavender's Blue. Then, as change to the programme, just so we don't run extremely long, we'll sing Erie Canal before my special presentation today, examining Twinkle Twinkle Little Star through the lens of different classical composers and styles. I'm looking forward to that enormously. But before we crack on today, let's talk about what we've got coming up this week. 2 days' time, we have the choral alphabet. E is for Eisenhofer, and we're going to learn Slumber Sweetly Dearest, a lovely tune from the 18th century in a special arrangement just for you. Then on Friday, we're going to be digging even deeper into the mountain now of AI that is out there. I found even more, including some that will turn a photograph into data, which then is turned into music. I mean, it's mind-blowing stuff. Come along, find out all about it. And so no singing on Friday, but plenty of tech stuff going on. But then on Sunday, we will sing that lovely Eisenhofer and more pieces besides. So plenty of music this week, mixed in with all sorts of fun otherwise. So I've been telling you all about these diary dates. More details of this will follow in just over a week or so. We're still waiting for dates and times, but keep an eye on your newsletter, because that's where all of the updates will come from. If you haven't signed up yet, well, there's how to sign up. Go to the website, homechoir.org, fill it in. Don't forget to include your birthday, because we will sing you happy birthday on your special day, and all be well. So let's do that. Let's warm up, shall we? And we'll sing happy birthday to Jane, who is celebrating her day today. Jane R. And I hope you're here, Jane. If you're not, I hope you get to watch this at some point. We will sing you happy birthday in just a moment after we have warmed up, everyone. And I'll invite you, those of you that are happy to stand, to please get to your feet, plant your feet as shoulders width apart, soften your knees, make sure your neck is lovely and long, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and just start to take some nice deep breaths while I speak to everyone who is not able to stand today for whatever reason. Maybe you're pretending to work, maybe standing's just not on the menu today. That is fine as always, but please straighten your back. Sit up if you can get your feet flat on the floor as well, and you can start to take some nice deep breaths in and out, just in your own time, in your own way. Wonderful. Let's roll our shoulders around. Lots of people are saying, let's not forget Bobby. It is my son's birthday today. So I think we will sing happy birthday to Jane and to Bobby, who turned 9. And don't we all know it, bless him. I woke up this morning, first thing he said was, I'm 9. And everything was, this is the first time I've done this as a 9-year-old. Last night it was all, this is the last time you're going to see me as an 8-year-old. I mean, he is very much, very, very pleased that he is 9. He's opened some of his presents and more to come. So excitement still abounding in this house. Let's bring our shoulders up to our ears. Take a deep breath as you breathe out, let your shoulders fall and relax as always. Here we go. Wonderful. Keep relaxing those shoulders. You deserve it. Be kind to yourself. Relax the shoulders. And then just roll your head gently around. Fantastic. Lovely to see so many people joining us. Hello to Julie. Hello, Irina. Hello, Moira and Fiona. It's great to see all of you. And to anyone else, if I've missed you, it's lovely to see you here. Do not forget you have a son, indeed. So let's do a bit of gentle singing, shall we? Nice and gentle to start off with, everyone. Just a nice hum with me. And again. And again. And a-do. And a no. Indeed, everyone. Let's finish our warm-up today by singing happy birthday to Jane and to Bobby, who are both celebrating their special day today on the 6th of Feb. So there's our notes to Jane and Bobby. Happy birthday, both of you. After 2, 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jane and Bobby. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns, both of you. So, folks, let's turn our attention to the music for today. And the first one, well, it's a very well-known piece here on the channel. I think the 3rd piece we ever learnt back in March of 2020. And yes, the 3rd anniversary of this one, of course, the 3rd birthday is coming up soon, the end of our amazing 3rd year online. So looking forward to that. That will be the 12th of March. That's when this choir turns 3 and we start our 4th incredible year together. Big plans for that. Looking forward to sharing that with you. But let's sing this fabulous song. Now, normally I'd play this one live, but I fed this song into the artificial intelligence music generator that I showed you a week or so ago, and it's come up with something interesting. I told it to make it sound Latin. I told it the chords I wanted, and it's produced this 3-minute version of Un Poquito Cantas. So what we're going to do, we're going to sing along with AI. It might work, it might not. It kind of works. And let's have lots of fun. The one thing to say, we've had to adjust the tune slightly to fit round the chords, but you'll pick it up in no time. So here, everyone, for the first time, accompanied by AI, is Un Poquito Cantas. Here we go. Un poquito cantas, un poquito bailas, un poquito little la. Come on, Canario, un poquito cantas, un poquito bailas, un poquito little la. Come on, Canario, little la, little la. la. Le-lo, 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 la. Le-lo, la. Le-lo, la. Le-lo, le-lo, la. Un poquito vientos, un poquito sombras, un poquito le-lo, la. Come on, canario, un poquito vientos, un poquito sombras, un poquito le-lo, la. Come on, canario, le-lo, la. Le-lo, 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 la. Le-lo, la. Le-lo, la. Le-lo, le-lo, la. Poquito machos, un poquito chicas, un poquito lelola, come on canario, lelola, lelola, lelo, lelo, lelola, 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 lelo, lelola, one more time, lelola, lelola. Le-lo, le-lo, le-lo-la. Le-lo-la, le-lo-la. Le-lo, le-lo-la. Ole! I mean, for something that took an AI 0.3 milliseconds to generate, it's actually not bad. It's not bad. I'm not sure that it's going to take over from the version I do, but I do like the way this technology is going. I'd like to see it try something a bit more complicated. What would it make, for example, of a piece in the style of Handel or Beethoven or something? I'm not sure AI is quite there yet, but we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Now let's sing something a bit more simple, something a bit more straightforward, something a bit more gentle. This is a lovely Quaker tune from the USA. This is called Simple Gifts and dedicated to anyone who's celebrating their birthday today, in particular to my son, who I might have already mentioned. Did I mention he's turned 9? I mean, he's not really that bothered about it. We're going to sing Simple Gifts. This goes round 3 times, turning round and round and round. And yes, far less guitar, far less thumpy drums, and a far nicer tune. Here we go, everyone. Here's Simple Gifts. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. 'Tis the gift to come down where you ought to be, and when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. Last time. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. Lovely little tune. If you want to hear more of that, then I do thoroughly recommend to all of you listening to a piece called Appalachian Spring by the incredible American composer Aaron Copland. He weaves that tune in around some of the most beautiful orchestral music you will ever hear. And of course, it's also quite well known over here as a little song called Lord of the Dance. But let's move on. Let's have a look at something else. And this is one of our mainstays here on the channel. This is a late substitution. It was supposed to be the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. But I didn't really feel we had time today with everything else I've got planned. So we're going to push that one into a future session, and we're going to sing Erie Canal instead. This one is a work song. This one is dedicated to all of you out there who are either at work or listening to me, pretending to work, or going off to work later on. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and you will get to your destination. That's what this song is all about. So let's sing together the Erie Canal. South, 15 miles on the Erie Canal. She's a good old worker and a good old pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. We've hauled some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal and hay, and every inch of the way we know, from Albany to Buffalo. An old bridge, everybody down, low bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town. And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal. We'd better look around for a job or gal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. You can bet your life I'd never part with Sal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Get up there, mule, he comes a luck, and we'll make Rome about 6 o'clock. And one more trip, then back we'll go, right back home to Buffalo. Oh, low bridge, everybody down, low bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town. And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Where would I be if I lost my pal? 15 miles on the Erie Canal. I'd like to see a mule good as my Sal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. A friend of mine once got Sal sore. Now he's got a busted jaw, 'cause he let fly with a 9-toe and kicked him back to Buffalo. Oh, low bridge, everybody down, low bridge, 'cause we're coming to town. And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you've ever navigated on the one more time. Low bridge, everybody down, low bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town. And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Fabulous. Thank you so much, everyone, for singing that one along with me. And I hope it put a smile on your face. Never fails, from my point of view. Honestly, such a good song. Well, I'm going to follow that one with something completely different, but still very much in keeping with folk and fun. This is a beautiful English folk tune called Lavender's Blue Dilly Dilly. You might know this one if you are fans of Disney. I'm pretty sure one of the Disney films, it might have been Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella, featured this quite prominently. Or if you've taken any singing exams, you might have seen this on one of the early grade syllabuses. Our version, well, it has to have the wonderful Finnish cantilé on it. If you are playing along and you have your cantilé handy, well, we're playing in the key of D, of course. Those you also accompanying yourselves on harp, key of D, so that's F sharp and C sharp. And it's very simple. You've got the nice D major chord, you've got the nice G9 chord, and you've got the A sus4 chord, and all three of those just rockwards, backwards and forwards. And let's sing together Lavender's Blue Dilly Dilly. Enjoy. Here we go. Nice deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Verse 2. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work. Some with a rake, dilly dilly, some with a fork. Some to make hay, dilly dilly, some to cut corn. While you and I, dilly dilly, keep ourselves warm. Verse 3. Roses are red, dilly dilly, violets are blue. 'Cause you love me, dilly dilly, I will love you. Let the birds sing, dilly dilly, and the lambs play. We shall be safe, dilly dilly, out of harm's way. First verse again. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas mine own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're playing along, whether it's a cantileo, guitar, or a harp, I do hope you enjoyed that. There are plans afoot, everyone. For those of you that want to play along, there are plans afoot to support those of you that are instrumentalists as well as home choristers. But I do hope you enjoyed that. And thank you for all the lovely comments as we went. So, let's talk about the style of what's about to happen, because the session is advertised as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the style of various composers, and I want to introduce to you all a concept that I'm sure will be familiar to many of you, but some of you will not really have thought about it until it's pointed out, and it's the idea that people learn by copying others. And the great composers, I mean the very, very best, Bach, he wrote pretty much nothing but Vivaldi concertos out for months and months and months when he was still studying to be a great composer. Handel wrote out the music of Corelli, and you can hear that in the music that they produce. They write music in the style, they copy that original composer's music, and it sort of becomes part of them. A bit like those of us who read a book, discover a new word, and then start including it in our regular vernacular. Now, when you go to study music, perhaps at university or maybe even at high school or so on, you will be introduced to the idea of pastiche, writing, well, as we'll discover, pastiche composition. Now, for those of you that have not heard, by the way, dad jokes abound here, just to say I didn't warn you. Pastiche, what is it not? Well, it's not one of these, okay? It's not a pasty with a moustache. Neither is it what Sean Connery calls pastis. No, a pastiche is composing in the style of an artist, whether that is a composer, whether that's a singer or a performer, in order to demonstrate an understanding of their stylistic fingerprints. What are the things that make this music in the style of Handel, in the style of Mozart, in the style of the Beatles, and so on? And I've always been fascinated by this. to the extent that when I went to university, I specialised in as much pastiche composition as I could. And in preparing for this session, I had so much fun because it's opened doors in my brain that have not been opened for about 25 years, ladies and gentlemen. And sure enough, lurking behind them was some rather cheeky music making, as you're about to discover. Now, the tune that I've chosen today is one of the most famous tunes. Let's talk about it in a moment, because I want to just show you what absolute masters of the pastiche form are capable of doing. And this session was actually inspired by me discovering this video and falling down a bit of a YouTube rabbit hole. I've linked this in the description. Do watch this after the session. Here's a little bit of the great Dudley Moore, who many of you will have heard of as a comedian, who's an amazing musician as well. Here is him playing the Colonel Bogey March, which is the one goes, that one, in the style of Beethoven. Okay, so I can't play any more of that without risking getting copyright struck, but the video is in the description. Another absolute master of this was the great Victor Borge. Here's a little bit of his opera in the style of Mozart, and here's the overture.
Here's the overture.
Now, there is a lot more to that Mozart opera. Do go and watch both those videos. And you could spend a very happy time on YouTube just looking up musical pastiche. You can see Peter Ustinov there, top left, doing a complete Bach cantata. That is genius. Of course, the great Tom Lehrer, whose music we are no stranger to here on the channel. Listen to his version of Clementine, in which he takes on Mozart. He also takes on Cole Porter and Gilbert and Sullivan. More on that in a minute. Dave Brubeck. I think Dave Brubeck of Take 5. What's going on? If you look up Dave Brubeck and Russian violinist, you'll hear him playing Moscow Nights, da 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 da, in a jazz style. And then, of course, just here is the great Peter Schickele, otherwise known as PDQ Bach, and he really is the musician's pastiche composer. He is amazing. So I decided to have a go at this myself. Had a huge amount of fun, and I decided to use a little piece which is made famous, we think, by this chap here, by Mozart. Except Mozart didn't write it. So many people say that Mozart wrote Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It sounded something like this. Hang on, let's get the instrument right. That would really help, wouldn't it? Okay. Variations which are very, very complicated, and I'm not going to play live on stream. He did not, however, compose the tune. It was an existing tune, and we know it as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So we're going to sing this all together. You might think, oh, this is very basic. It is a perfectly acceptable song. I've taught it to many people of many, many ages. So let's sing this first verse together. We're going to do it in the key of D. And I'm going to harmonise it with some really simple chords to start us off. So let's all sing together, everyone. Here we go. And twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now, that was my initial harmonisation of the tune, but you've got to wonder what the great composers would have made of that tune if they'd had access to it. What, for example, would Handel here have made of Twinkle Twinkle had the tune been around when he was here? Well, he was a man very much consumed by grand gesture, and I think that the next verse, when the blazing sun is gone, when he nothing shines upon, is suitably majestic for Handel. So I think his version might have sounded something like this. When the blazing sun something like that. Now, obviously, Handel had a huge influence on many of the composers to follow him, not least, of course, Ludwig van Beethoven, who, well, we all know he was kind of obsessed with the night sky, in particular the moon and the light of the moon. And so I drew upon a couple of his piano sonatas for what I think Beethoven would have done. Of course, it's got to be in the minor because it's Beethoven. So he might have done something like this. Then the traveler in the dark thanks you for your tiny spark. He could not see which way to go if you did not twinkle so. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Absolutely. He certainly looks moody. Certainly sounded moody. Well, you see, and these great composers, these little figurations that you hear, these da 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 da, and so on, they had a huge impact going forward throughout history. And one of the great living composers just celebrated, I believe, his 80th birthday, is the American composer Philip Glass. In fact, no, I think he's older than 80. I do apologise. And he has made a career of just these simple patterns. If you've never heard of him, look up his music. You'll have heard Philip Glass's style. And I think he, with his grand vision of orchestration, would have taken on Twinkle Twinkle something like this. In the dark blue sky you keep, and often through my curtains peep, for you never shut your eye till the sun is in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. If you thought that ends abruptly, listen to some Philip Glass. You'll know exactly what I mean. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a folk and fun session without a little bit of Gilbert and Sullivan. And, well, to paraphrase Tom Lehrer, he said, the thing about GNS is it's full of words and music and signifying nothing. Well, this has got a little bit to do with what we're doing. This is the last verse but one. And this is what I think GNS would have made of Twinkle Twinkle. Here we go. As your bright and tiny spark lights the traveller in the dark, though I know not what you are, twinkle, twinkle, little star, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now here's a bit of pattern, it really doesn't matter if I waffle or I natter, you ask why. You should never ask a favour of a celebrated waver, for he'll leave you for waver if you try. You should really have a think as if you're kicking up a stink about a tiny little twinkle in the sky. For we know not what you are, twinkle, twinkle, little star. And to finish today, ladies and gentlemen, I thought about finishing with a big crashy sound. We can't really beat GNS, so I thought, as a special treat, so we'll finish today. I wonder, would Vince Guaraldi have played it something like this? Well, there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it was going to be silly, and I'm sure you'll agree it was. But I hope you had fun. That is the point of these folk and fun sessions. Good tunes, and hopefully put a smile on your face. I am going to be doing more of these pastiches. I have had an absolute blast. And if you are in any way interested in this kind of style, follow the links in the description of today's video. Go and look at Dudley Moore's fabulous videos. He wrote more than one. He did an amazing Benjamin Britten song. He did a Kurt Weill song. Just go and watch them. Of course, Victor Borger is not to be missed, and all those other people. Do go and enjoy what they do, and leave me to just come up with some more ideas for future sessions. Now, join me on Wednesday for something completely different. We shall be learning Eisenhower's Slumber Sweetly Dearest. And then on Friday, well, let's see what AI is capable of. I'm not sure it can currently generate music like that, but who knows? In the future, I could be thoroughly redundant. I could just sit here and press a button and let AI do it all. I don't think that's going to happen. Enjoy the rest of your day, dear friends. Those of you who are going through a tough time at the moment, we send you all our love and put our arms around you from all around the world. And those of you who are about to start your day, hope it goes really well. Those of you going to bed, sleep well. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. All the best. Bye-bye.